Secret number 1. Ex-girlfriend I haven't spoken to in nearly 5 years, wants to meet for coffee? So I dated this girl for a couple of years and she had some baggage, family stuff and abuse from a stepfather. Anyway, we dated for 3 years or so and it was pretty terrible towards the end. She became verbally and physically abusive to me, but I was strong enough to survive it, so eventually we broke up, which I'm thankful for, especially now. I cut off all contact, blocked on everything because we broke up, and she moved in with some guy straight away, which is the only thing I was pissed off about, because I had to deal with so much stuff from her and we end and she just moves on to the next guy, which made me think the relationship was nothing to her. Deep down I care for her safety and only her safety. We don't talk for 5 years, zero contact. I think I might have seen her on the street or walked past her, but I completely ignored her because abuse does that to you. If I remember correctly, about a year on she approaches me on the street and tried to say hi, but I didn't say a word. I just looked at her and waited for her to walk away. I think she got the idea I was actually done with her. We reconnected just through messages a short while ago. Because of something involving a police search, I just check in to make sure she's doing okay. We talk for a couple of days and then I go back to my life. Then over the next few months she texts me once a month. I never message her first, it's just a short exchange of the usual, "Hi, how are you?" 2 or 3 messages, then back to nothing. I wanted to keep my distance. So 2 weeks ago she messages me. We talk about old memories, just laughing at stupid stuff as we were young when we first met. But I'm suspicious. She wonders why she never sees me anymore around town, and we actually bump into one another the next day, and she can only ask me one question over and over when this happened: "How are you? How have you been?" It's like a 2 minutes conversation. I make a quick getaway, pretend I'm busy. She texts me later saying she was shocked to see me and then asks me to meet for coffee. Mind you, she's still seeing the same dude she left me for, but she said they are constantly on and off again, and also told me some stuff to make me question why she is still with him. So I tried to sidetrack that I'm very busy with work and I'll message her when I'm free. I don't think about this for a week when she texts me again asking how I am and when I'm free for that coffee. I'm a bit anxious about it, but should I meet her and see what she has to say, or should I just bail and forget about it? Thanks if you made it this far. Secret number 2. I love my brother more than anything, and I am afraid of things changing as we grow up. I love my younger brother more than anything in this world. He is honestly the best person I've ever met. I am his big sister of 5 years, and I am so afraid of drifting apart from him once I leave for college and he enters his teen years. I am so proud of him. He's only in middle school, but he is so kind and so wise for his age. I've watched him become interested in similar things I was interested in at his age, and I've been watching him mature and really come into his own. He is so smart and his outlook on life surprises me every time we talk, because of just how grown up it sounds. At the same time, he cherishes his childhood and tries every day to live life to the fullest, even if that means just staying in and watching a movie with me because that is what he wants to do. He understands that the world isn't perfect but continues loving it anyways. He doesn't change how kind, open-hearted, sweet, and sensitive he is, even if he becomes the odd one out. He hasn't gotten caught in the crowd of adolescent boys who make gay jokes or make fun of sensitivity. In fact, he embraces his sensitive side and never hesitates to show it, whether it be during a sad movie, watching a cute video, or when having a heart-to-heart with me. He is so open-minded, and has friends, of all shapes and sizes as he puts it, and he loves them all. He talks about how he finds things like racism, sexism, and homophobia so terrible and confusing, and openly shares these feelings despite being so young. I am so freaking proud of him and who he is becoming, and I am so worried he will either change as he reaches his teen years or we will grow apart. I am so afraid of the day we live miles away, only seeing each other on special occasions or hearing each other through the phone. I am going to miss our late night talks, our jokes, our bike rides, our hugs, and just laughing and being with each other. He has always been the sweetest, most loving boy ever, and he is my best friend. He always tells me how much he loves me, and I try to remind him every day that he is the single most important person to me. Secret number 3. I'm addicted to pretty, emotionally unhealthy girls. I was just listening to Polo G Pandemic, and when he says, "I know she might cry if I leave," I could relate a lot. When I'm in a relationship, nothing stimulates me as much as choosing how I want her to react and getting a range of emotions out of her. It makes me feel fuzzy knowing that she'll cry if I leave, like as if I can experience emotions vicariously through her. It's weird cause sometimes I actually like them a lot. This is why I'll only go for the really pretty, mean girls, cause they'll curve 99% of guys and have high standards that I enjoy fitting into, and it's a little more of a challenge to get to them to fall for me. So when they end up falling they get obsessed and chaotic and erratic, plus they've got serious trust issues, so do I, but yeah, lamau. But once the novelty of it all dies out, I get bored and move on. They never hate me enough to say no if I want to see them afterwards, probably because no matter what happened between us I still protected them from everything else. I also relate when he says, "Loving me ain't easy, if you leave I don't blame you." Secret number 4. Addicted mom. I just wanted to get something off my chest that I didn't really know how to react to. It left me some kind of way after hearing/seeing it. I'm at the train station, and I need to use the restroom. I go in, and as I'm finishing up, I hear a mom and her child come into the bathroom. There's only one bathroom, so they've got to use the stall I'm in. The kid is asking questions and just saying gibberish. I open the door after I'm done and from a quick glance, notice that the mother has sores all over her face and just looks disheveled and malnourished. The mother and her child enter the restroom and close the door. As I'm washing my hands, I hear the little child say, "Can I watch?" Which I can only assume meant that she was going to watch her mother shoot up. I really feel for the child, if that's the case. Secret number 5. Nobody will let me love them and it's hurting me inside. I love people. I love making them laugh and smile. I'm an extrovert, so I love spending time with others, even if I sometimes stumble over my words and don't always know what to say. But I feel like everyone is uncomfortable with me. And I mean everyone. I have a great family and friends, but I feel like everyone in my life always keeps me at a distance, and no matter how much love I give, no matter how hard I try to make them happy, no one wants any love that comes from me. When I give presents or compliments, I don't just buy or say any old thing. I always try really hard to think of something that the person would appreciate. But I almost always get an awkward, half-hearted thanks. I bought my dad a present for his birthday and he took it but got mad at me for spending money on him. I bought a friend of mine a present for her birthday and she just straight up refused it. Said it was unnecessary. Now it's just sitting in my closet because I don't know what to do with it. My mom used to accept my love, but now she doesn't anymore. The other day I tried to hug her and she pushed me away, because she was upset and disgusted when I told her that I like boys as well as girls. Now even though we live under the same roof, she rarely talks to me. I've had one person in my life who I'm romantically involved with. I loved her so much. Her confidence, her energy, how smart and responsible and good-natured and gorgeous she is. I could go on for hours. But I can't ever tell her these things. Sometimes she accepts my affection, but usually whenever I give her a small or big compliment or present, or do something for her or even just spend time with her, she gives me that half-hearted thanks, too. But when other people do things for her she's always so happy. She even told me that she feels guilty when I show my love to her. Why? Why do you feel guilty? Why does my affection only ever make people feel bad? Why does no one want any love that comes from me? What's wrong with me? It's one thing to be upset that no one returns your affection. But no one even accepts mine. I just want to make my loved ones happy. But for some reason that I don't understand, any love and affection that comes from me is worth nothing to them. I have so much love in my heart that I want to get out. But no one wants it. Secret number 6. I keep comparing myself to my bully. Just recently I found out a girl who bullied me throughout middle school and high school has passed her LAWARE exams. She's going to be a successful lawyer while here's me, working at customer service at the lowest position in a company. I feel like I have worked really hard, despite my lack of self-confidence and constant anxiety. My salary is quite okay and I managed to move to the capital of my country, which has more job opportunities than my small hometown. Despite everything, I feel it all doesn't matter. I don't feel successful nor happy. I don't get it. I thought I got over being bullied, but apparently I didn't. In a kid's movie, after a time skip the bully would be the one unhappy with his/her life, while the bullied kid would be successful. But real life is different. The bullied kid might try hard and keep working, but he or she will never get her confidence and feeling of self-worth back. It's the confident, charismatic bully with the go-ahead attitude and beaming smile who succeeds. It didn't help that my family was toxic and I couldn't confide in them regarding bullying. I got no help from them in this matter whatsoever.